They do have them. They do have them. They do have them. They have somebody in that front. We're not going to stay tight on that shot for sure, but there definitely is a person down. There looks like a large tree stump, and this person is between the tree stump and the wall. Those deputies that were over there with that person right now, you can see they're not rendering any type of first aid. So my belief is that person has probably passed away. But the front entrance, there seems to be a lot of activity right now. We're waiting to see if people are going to be coming out and who these people are. Law enforcement definitely making their way out that front entrance that they just went into, so perhaps going around to the backside. But it does seem like the information we got earlier on that the shooter may be down outside. It could be. It could be. But right now, of course, we don't know if that's the shooter. Possibly there's something obvious like a weapon next to that person. But right now, the search is still continuing, and we're waiting to see any of these victims, people that may have been inside that building, coming out, being rescued. That seems to be the at least for me, the tense moments right now. Waiting to see that. But law enforcement, definitely their posture, you can even see it in the way they're holding their weapons, what they're doing. All of a sudden becoming a lot more relaxed. Earlier on, they were taking cover constantly. Right now, of course, a couple of them still have their weapons out, but it definitely seems like a different type of posture, as possibly this is moving into a rescue type of situation. Okay. Well, we're getting information that they have actually some folks that were inside the bar, outside the bar right now, and this could be a group of them right there. We also understand that there may be some over by a rescue ambulance, and we're looking for that right now. But this definitely seems to be some of the some young folks right there that would match that college look that they were talking about earlier on. As you know, if there was a college night. Obviously, if there was a shooting inside there, I'm sure a lot of these folks would be evacuating themselves as soon as they can, getting to any exits. But of course, like you said, many of them may be hiding inside there as well. Right now, though, it still seems to be a little bit of a search and rescue. We're going to keep an eye out. We see some one of the battalion chiefs making their way into this area right now. This is the first time we've seen that. So possibly they're working with the law enforcement, and of course those ambulances. We saw a number of ambulances just on the other side of the freeway standing by, ready to get over here if they are needed. But right now we're going to keep an eye on the bar itself, and of course all the activity, and we're going to keep an eye on that front door as a number of those first responders made their way inside this bar out here, Borderline Bar and Grill. They just made their way inside, so we're going to wait and see what happens next. Well, right now it seems to be a lot. Oh, go ahead. I was just going to say, right now it just seems to be a little bit of a standoff. You can see a number of first responders heavily armed out here, and of course with weapons and protective gear. And they're standing outside. We saw that large group make their way inside the building right there. And then, of course, we know that more officers are still arriving out here. And we were hearing pretty much that every law enforcement within the area has made their way to this location. We were talking about Thousand Oaks PD, Ventura Sheriffs, but we also know that there's Simi out here as well, and maybe even some LAPD. Yes, and they are all out here right now.
And he just kept firing. I ran out the front door. I hear chairs being thrown out the window. People were trying to get out the window. And the gunman went behind the cash register. There was probably 12 shots before I got out the front door.